When there's too much drama at school, all you gotta do is walk away.
Hey guys, welcome to the Ashley Show. So today's video is going to be the story time about my fake friend. Yeah, it's a whole lot of like details that I gotta get into, but I wrote down a list of all the things that I could remember throughout this whole thing because I want to stay on track and make sure I got everything semi-correct. So if I miss anything, of course it'll be on the screen when I'm like talking about it, so that I can clear it up then, so that you guys can like get the full story of my side of the story. So the first thing, you know, is I move a lot, and I had lived in New Jersey and I was moving to Tennessee. So yeah, New Jersey to Tennessee, that was like took a long time. Like that's not even, I don't even want to get into that. It was like an 18-hour drive. Like it was like long, like, but we did it and we were here. That was in October of 2018. I'm gonna do timestamps too because I don't want like the year, so that like you guys can like either month and year, so you guys can like stay on track, like see how like quickly the story time was going and like all that stuff. So I moved in October 2018 to Tennessee, and I remember my first day of school, because you know you have to go to school, and I was going to my sophomore year because I had just finished, no, I had just started my sophomore year in Jersey. They started school in September, but the school I was going to started in August. So they were already like a month like ahead of me. So they were like already in school, already kind of like in school. So I had to like adjust to that part. But my first day of school was Halloween, because I was like, I wonder how they do like Halloween like in the neighborhood, like is there a bunch of like teenagers that go out and trick or treat, or like da-da-da. So that's just how I remember. We're gonna introduce the first person, which is supposedly supposed to be my best friend, or my really close friend at this school. We're gonna name her Allie, first name off my like head. So we have Allie, which is supposed to be my best friend. Me and her became friends, or kind of met and like started getting to know each other and everything. That was around like October, November, because you know I had just started school. So I'm gonna say around like in November, like the few weeks starting in November of 2018. And throughout this whole time of us getting to like know each other and everything, she would tell me like white lies that were like, you know, they were lies, but they weren't like that deep, to the point I had to like really make it known like why are you lying to me. It was kind of like I knew that she was making these white lies, and you know other people that I've been friends with have like made white lies with like talking to me, and I'm kind of like, you know, why would you lie to me about like, you know, like just tell me, and like I'm not gonna like judge you off of it, like I'm not. So then from November to May, when school ended, you know, we were just getting to know each other, everything. We were friends, and we met in second period of gym. So that's like how I met her, in gym class. And like from that point, like we would, you know, go to gym, change and everything. We'd be like hanging out during the whole time gym was happening. Now it's like May, like almost into school May, and I was in geometry class, right? And school is about to end, and we're gonna introduce our second character, and we're gonna name him Caleb. So Caleb was like, you know, chilling with his friend, and he decided to like walk over to me and give me a piece of paper. And I opened the piece of paper and it said, what's your Instagram and what's your Snapchat? And I was just like, what? Because I still didn't have a lot of friends. Like, you know, being the new kid, like I thought it was gonna be way different, like people trying to get to know you and everything. But that's really only like in elementary and middle school. High school, people are like, okay, you're new, like just start school already, like nobody cares. So I didn't really have that many friends. So when he like told me that, I was like, oh, am I getting a new friend? Like what? So I gave it to him and everything, and then we started talking from that day on, you know, getting close and everything. And he expressed to me that he liked me, but of course like I didn't like him. It wasn't because he was ugly, he just wasn't my okay. It's just I didn't really, you know, like him that way. Like I have that ability to not like somebody and not, you know, and let it be okay. We were still cool after that though. Like, you know, it was kind of weird because, you know, like I know you like me, but like I don't like you like that. Yeah, we started becoming friends and everything, and we started, you know, talking throughout the summer. And before summer had started, before school let out, I had told Allie, I was like, look, you know, Caleb likes me, like, da da da. And she was like, okay, give me his Snapchat and like Instagram and everything. Like, she was trying to get his information. And it was kind of like weird to me, but like, I was like, okay, here you go. I was like, I was just confused on why she needed it, but I gave it to her anyways. I'm gonna find out. Allie started liking Caleb.
You didn't see that coming. We didn't. We didn't. If you're saying you saw it coming, you're lying. You're lying. Woo! You got us good. You got us.
I was just like, wow. Wow, like we're already like, whoa. But mind you, I didn't like him. So what was my reasoning to like stop their relationship? It was just weird to me because like he, you know, he liked me first. So he was like, I don't like him, so like next person. That's how it seemed to me. And you know, maybe it wasn't that way to her or something. I don't know. So they started talking and everything. Over the summer they started getting closer and closer and everything. And then school started back in August, towards August to September, because we started school like late August, so I'm just gonna say beginning of September, I believe, September 2018, they became boyfriend and girlfriend. It was me, Allie, and Caleb. Allie and Caleb was in a relationship and I was just by myself, like still single. But I had like started talking to somebody, so it was kind of like cool at the same time. I was kind of like not bothered by it. But that's a whole nother story time I'm gonna tell you guys about in my next video probably. You know, I expressed to my best friend Nair and I was like, you know, this is kind of weird to me, but I'm not gonna say nothing about it because it's not my place. Like, you guys look happy. Why would I want to like ruin you guys' happiness? Then we have another person that's going to be included in the story time, but not really relevant to the story time at the same time. It's just a small little like situation that happened and she just was involved with it. So we're gonna name her Lexi. In 9th grade, Lexi and Allie were friends. They were like really good friends. And then like sophomore year, when I had came to school, of course Lexi and Allie were still friends. So like, you know, Allie would like be like, this is, you know, this is Ashley, da da da. And for the longest I didn't think Lexi liked me because just the vibe she gave off. But like now I know that's just her vibe. That's just her vibe. Like that's just her. I also meant to tell you guys, Allie's a grade below me. So at the time she was in 9th grade. When I came to school, I was in 10th grade, she was in 9th grade. And then, you know, the next summer, I was in 11th grade, she was in 10th grade. So yeah, this all happened in September, a very eventful month. So, first to start off, Lexi and Allie fought 3 times. They had 2 altercations and then 1 fight, I guess. I didn't really get that much information on this part because it was so much like happening. And, you know, I was just seeing what was on the outside. So they had fought over some, you know, can't get into it because that's not my place, and I respect both of them not to put like stuff like that if they want to make a story time about it, they can. They have that, you know, that choice, but I'm not gonna tell you guys the reason why. So, or like the rumors why. They completely like stopped being friends and everything, and they both got suspended. I believe Allie was like suspended for like a couple days and then had in-school suspension the rest of her like, you know, duration of like them fighting and everything. And then Lexi had like the whole like duration of being suspended outside of school. So then when this is also like when things started like going just like haywire. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little about the fight. So when they fought, I wasn't like choosing sides because I don't like to choose sides in situations like that, because me and Lexi were getting closer because we had a class together. So I didn't choose sides because, as I said, I did not want to create more drama than it already was. And me and Allie weren't really talking. It was kind of just weird. Like, we had like mini conversations but not really fully talking. So then she comes back to school and everything, and I didn't even know she was like coming back to school that day, so I was surprised when I saw her. And this is when everything just started going weird. So in the morning, we either go to the cafeteria or the gym. Me, guy named Caleb, I believe. Me, Caleb, and like everybody, everybody in the story time, like all the people I mentioned so far, we will all go to the cafeteria. We no, I never went to the gym because it was just like too much was like going on. But in the cafeteria, you like do what you want to do.
Darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again.
Usually on the normal day before she got suspended, before she fought and everything, you know, we would chill like in the cafeteria. It was like, hey girl, what's up? Like, good morning. But this day was different. She walked in, walked right past me, and sat next to sat across Caleb and 2 other people. So I was just confused. I was like,
she don't see us?
Like, girl, it's your first day back. Like, you're not gonna like say hey to me or something? And then school started, da-da-da. So first period came around, second period came around. And even though we had a second period together, mind you, she had in-school suspension, so I knew she wasn't going to be in there. So third period, I was like, you know what? Let me text this girl and let me like just try to figure out what's going on. So I text her, and I don't have the screenshots because like later on, you guys will know why. And I was basically just like, you know, what's wrong, girl? Like, what's up? They're not talking to me. And I kid you not, this girl opened it like 2 minutes later and left me on red. And mind you, I did that, guys. Mind you, I texted her and I asked her what was wrong, and she left me on red. So then I was just like, okay, whatever. I left it alone. I didn't text her back. I didn't like, girl, why you not texting me? Like, is something really wrong? Like, so I was like, okay, whatever. So also that day we had a pep rally for whatever reason. Like, I don't know why we had pep rally that day, but we did. So then Caleb texted me like maybe, I guess what happened is that Allie texted Caleb and basically said that I texted her and like da-da-da. So then he had texted me, or unless I can't, as I say guys, I can't really remember because I don't have the screenshots for it, but either Caleb texted me first or I texted Caleb. But basically we got on the subject about Allie, and we was just like, I was just like confused about the whole situation. He was like, I'll tell you at pep rally. And he also said to send her a paragraph, you know, like he was like, I'm paraphrasing, but I believe he said like, hey bro, like Allie mad at you, you should send her like a paragraph. And I'm just like,
it's getting weird.
No, I'm not going to. I'm sorry, because I reached out to this girl first and I said, was there anything that like, was anything wrong? So therefore she could have opened up and told me everything about her feelings then, but she didn't. So therefore I don't feel obligated to sit over here and write a paragraph about something that I have no idea about. Like, educate me on the topic and then I can make a paragraph about it. That's just like human knowledge. Like, that's on anything. Like, if I be like, write a paragraph on elephants, I can only do my bare knowledge unless I look up information and I do my research. Then I could write a whole like essay about it. Comes around the pep rally and I have my other, you know, really good friend, Isaac, and you know, we go up to the top of the bleachers, and Caleb's up there too. So then I go up there and everything, and you know, the pep rally is going on and everything, but you know, I'm trying to figure out what's the tea, like why is this girl mad at me? So then, you know, we get on the subject, me and Caleb get on the subject about her, and he's just saying like that that's why I'm kind of confused on this part, guys. I'm sorry, but like it all kind of blends in anyways. But he said, I'm guessing that morning, or you know, like, I'm just gonna say that morning because it's kind of confusing me. So that morning when she had passed me and they sat down, Caleb brought me up in the conversation, was like, hey Allie, do you see Ashley? Like, she looks sad. And number one, he got that all messed up because no, that's just how I be looking. That's just how I be looking. I look sad. I look like I don't have emotion because that's just my face. Like I just look that way. I can't change it. Like, you want me to be like,
I'm so ready for the day to start. Like, oh my gosh, guys, like I'm so excited. Like, this is so exciting. Like, oh my gosh, school is starting. I'm ready to get this education.
and mind you, I had algebra too, like first period. So no, I wasn't excited. Math first period, no ma'am. It's not working up here. So of course, and I just woke up, like, ouch. Of course I'm gonna be like I'm not excited. I'm not excited. Like, I had to like think that through. I was like, wait, did he just say anyways, her response to that, paraphrasing, because I guess he paraphrased and so I'm gonna paraphrase as well, and he basically just said like, Ali said, I don't care, I'm not worried about no fake people or anything. It went over my head at the end of the day, and I knew I wasn't fake, so for her to say that was kind of like that was like a jab at me. I'm like, fake, hold on, where? Like, the reason why I think she called me fake is because I didn't choose sides in the fight that her and Lexi had, which was like, at the end, like, I'm not going to choose sides, because either way, if I choose your side, Lexi's gonna look at me different. If I choose Lexi's side, you're gonna look at me different. So therefore, I'm not getting in either one of y'all courts, and I'm not finna like back y'all up in any type of way, because that's number one, not my drama. Number two, you know, like, there's situations where like you know, like, there's friend groups where if you get into a fight, they're gonna jump in the fight for you, like, swing on that girl too, like, period, that's my friend. But I'm just not like that. It's a one-on-one fight. If I jump in, then another person has to jump in, and then it's just gonna become a whole big thing that I don't want to be involved in. And he, you know, basically that was it. So then I went home, and from that day I was just like, okay, calling me fake is like drawing the line. So clearly you don't be friends anymore, that's cool. But we still follow each other on Snapchat, we still follow each other on Instagram. She still watched my snaps, like da-da-da. We just weren't talking at all. I seen her the next day walk right past, like, as if we weren't even friends. Like, as if we weren't even friends. Like, I acknowledged her, I knew she was there, but I just did not like speak to her. I just walked right past her and called it a day. And then at lunch, what was so funny to me, because I guess Lexi had came back to school. Lexi was with a whole nother person, and like, it was still drama and beef going on, and Ali was hanging out with Lexi's ex-boyfriend, because I guess they were still friends. So it was just kind of like all over the place. I was just like, oh. But I'm with my girl Shauna, period, and we chilling. It was like, me and Ali aren't friends anymore. Me and Lexi are cool. Like, I don't have no beef with her, and she didn't have any beef with me that I know of. She didn't have any beef with me. Like, we had theater together, so it was kind of like she never showed any like standoffish type of vibes to me. So I was just like, I'm just kind of like sitting back, like, yeah. Then after they fought and everything and all that situation happened, then me and her stopped being friends. Ali moved to a different school, and she had told me that she was gonna move earlier that year, but it wasn't like I thought she was lying. It just, like, I don't know, like, this stuff was kind of not like adding up. So I didn't want to call her a liar, because, you know, clearly she ain't lied. Like, she moves, like, for real. But I remember she didn't come to school for like 2 days, and it was like, oh, she moved for real. Like, she moved for real. And then she came back the next day after them 2 days. So I was kind of like, wait, is she gonna move? And then she eventually moved. So yeah. So on that part, I was wrong for calling her a liar, thinking, well, not calling her a liar, but believing that she might lie to me. So she also told Caleb that she was going to come back in March, allegedly. So she was just gonna be gone from, when was that? September to March. Just that, you know, time group, and then she was gonna come back. So I don't know, you know, if she would have done that, I don't know what was the reason of her going for so long. I don't know. Sorry guys, love my nose. But that was supposed to be the plan, that she was just supposed to come back in March of 2020. And this is when things really got juicy. So then we went on fall break around October. So me and my family went to Atlanta, and we were just chilling for a couple days, or 2 days or something like that, or overnight. That type of, I don't know, like, went to Atlanta, stayed at a hotel, and then came back the next day. So we went to Atlanta, which was only 2 hours, and while we were doing that and everything, me and my family went to dinner at I forgot what that pizza place is. I can't think of it, but I'll have it on the screen, of course. But we went to this pizza restaurant, and everything was cool, everything was dandy, everything. And then I get a text, and it's from Ali on Snapchat, and I'm just like, what? This is out of the random, like, I don't know what this girl's gonna say. So then, you know, with anybody, no matter who you are, I wait a couple minutes, because I don't want to seem kind of like thirsty, but I'm like, want to know what you're saying to me. So I opened it like maybe 5 minutes later, or 10 minutes, something like that, and it was she like tagged me in an edit of like that she made of me and her. I'm saying, you know, her caption, I'm paraphrasing, the caption was basically like, you know, I know we can't be friends anymore, but I wish the best for you, like something along those lines. And I opened it and I just exited out. Cause mind you, I'm at dinner with my family and we're like eating good. So, you know, I like, even though I'll be on my phone and I go live on Instagram, like, you know, I kind of want to eat. You know, I could have said thanks or something. I could have just wrote thanks or something. But it also was like reoccurring in my mind that like this girl called me fake. Like fake. Like that's so like degrading to my name. Like, don't ever call me fake. Like that's so like, just like, you don't do that. You don't call somebody fake. And I know that may not be so like harmful to anybody, which it wasn't harmful to me. It just like stuck with me because I'm just like, fake? Like, come on now, fake? Me being fake. Like, I didn't talk about you behind your back to anybody. Even now, I'm telling you that I never talked about you behind your back, but I'm fake. So I just exited out of it, kept, you know, eating and everything. And then I went back on there maybe a couple minutes later. I don't know what was my reason. I think I was gonna like say something, I believe. And then I looked on her story and I like seen like the preview of it, and it said, never mind about that girl. And then I couldn't read the rest because I didn't want to click on it, because then like she knew I would have seen it, and then it'll kind of be like, oh yeah, she saw it. So I just didn't, you know, click on it. I just seen like a little line of it and it said, never mind about that girl, da da da. So I was like, oh, the true colors are coming out. She called me fake, now she calling me other things now. Okay. So I was just like, okay, whatever, this girl is bugging out. I finished eating my dinner. We go back to the hotel, and I see on my Instagram, she texted me and she said, because she ended up blocking me on Snapchat. So that's why I don't have any screenshots about anything. I just have knowledge over knowing what she said. Because, you know, when somebody blocks you on Snapchat, it erases everything. So she went over to Instagram and she was like, before I block you on this, on Instagram too, just letting you know I'll be ruining your life. Have a good day. I'll put the screenshot on it because when somebody blocks you on Instagram, it doesn't erase everything. Plus, I had screenshotted it. No, I think it does erase everything, but I had screenshotted it when she texted me that because I knew this would come in handy. I knew this information would come handy. So I screenshotted it right away. So I was just like, I responded, I was like, okay, what did I do? Because I generally was just trying to figure out, girl, like, how you ain't know I was gonna respond back with like a nice heartfelt like letter or something. Like, you jumped to conclusions and now you dogging me out again. So I was just over it. I was just like, okay, and what did I do?
Okay, and what do you want me to do about that?
Because after all of this, she never told me what I did to be fake, to be backstabbing, to be whatever. I'm just walking around blinded by what I've done to this girl. Like, I don't know what I've done to her. And still to this day, I don't know what I've done to her for her to just explode up and just do all this stuff. I don't know. So then comes back around, like fall break, you know, ends and everything. We come back to school. My interpretation of what was going to happen when I came back to school was going to be like, oh my gosh, Allie want to fight you. She want to meet you at the park or something, like, because I was just like, you know, I've never been in a situation where like this much drama has happened. So I was just expecting it, like me coming into school, everybody like, oh my gosh, Allie wanna fight you. Like, she was talking about you on her Snapchat, like, girl, like, you gonna pull up or something? Which I don't know what I've done, I don't know what I would have done in that situation. So I didn't really like fall through with it, like have a backup plan, like what I was gonna say, because I wouldn't be prepared for everything. I wouldn't be prepared for every, like, you know, everything, like, Allie wanna fight you, what do I say back? Like something like that. But I didn't really think about it that much. I just had that in the back of my head. But I went to school, nothing happened. Like, nobody brought it up. Like, it was just like me and her just stopped being friends. Like, I don't know what happened after, like, I don't know. So then everything was cool after that. I started getting closer to like other people. Like, it was just cool. Like, I started getting closer to, you know, like this one person, then another person. Like, it was just cool. Like, I was chilling. I was doing my own thing. And then, you know, good things, you know, have to, you know, end at some point. So then Caleb, you know, he would talk, because they were still boyfriend and girlfriend, he would talk about her. And I mean, I don't know what his response wanted, like, I don't know what he wanted me to respond with saying, like, me dogging her out, like, saying, I don't care about that girl, stop talking, like, I don't want to listen to that ugly ratchet little girl no more. Like, I don't know what his response thought, like, what he thought I would respond to of him talking about her, like, saying, you know, like, Ali, like, went, you know, came to my job, and I'm like, oh, that's cute, because in the end of the day, like, me and him are still friends. I'm not gonna dog this girl out, like, that's still your girlfriend. Like, I'm not, like, we're still friends. So, like, what is that gonna do for me? What is me dogging this girl out to you? Like, you're just gonna go back to her, and then it's just gonna be like excess drama for no reason. I wasn't gonna say nothing bad about this girl at, you know, at the end of the day, because I was over the situation. Everybody else didn't. Guess nobody knew about the situation, so like, why would I bring it up? So me and Caleb was talking and everything in February, somewhere in February 2020. Me and Caleb just stopped talking at all, and we just stopped talking. He unfollowed me on Snapchat, came to school the next day, saw each other. He didn't speak to me, nothing, like nothing. He didn't block me though, he just didn't. And he unfollowed me on Instagram a couple, like a month before, like in January. But I didn't really, you know, I was like, okay, whatever, maybe he just deleted his account. Didn't really get to it. Me and him were still talking at that point, so I didn't have to question him about it. And then he unfollowed me on Snapchat, so yeah, that was weird. So then he texted me in April of 2020, because we were out of school, the whole quarantine corona thing started happening, you know, like after me and him stopped being friends. That's when all this corona stuff happened. We got out of school, and then April 2020 he texted me and was talking about some Cash App stuff, and I was just like, what, bro, what? How are you gonna ghost me, stop being my friend completely out of nowhere, no background, no reasoning? I just realized this. When I stopped being friends with Ali, I had no idea why. When I stopped being friends with Caleb, I had no idea why. It just was like, what? Like nobody's gonna tell me what's going on. Like, nobody's gonna tell me. I'm confused. Why am I not getting why am I not getting knowledge off of this? So I was just like, okay. He texted me about some Cash App stuff, left it on red, because I was like, I don't need to entertain this. And then in May 2020, like recently, he texted me again, and this was from a different number. This was from his like first number that like we started texting off of, like his like first number before he got a new phone. So I guess he like went back to that, I don't know. And he had texted me about like finishing some 8-ball game. What, bro? This 8-ball game was so long ago, and you just finished it. But I won it though. But I opened that, left it on red, because I was just appalled. I'm like, that chapter is closed. It was a good chapter while it lasted, but chapter 2 is now starting. Like that. And now I got some new friends, and I'm so thankful for them, because they're really nice and they're really cool. So yeah, hopefully I included everything in this story time. If I didn't, as I said, it'll be on the screen at that moment so that I can clear it up and get you guys the right information from my side of the story. So yeah, and if Ali or Caleb ever watches this video, I wish you guys the best. No bad blood, you know, you guys are gonna do you guys, and I'm gonna do me, period. Because, you know, what's the petty drama for? Like, we're like, you know, we're almost adults. Like, we do not have time. We have time to mature. We can't sit over this situation and make it a big deal, because I moved on. Most likely you guys moved on. So yeah, so that was a story time about my backstabbing friends. I'll put it in air quotes because I don't want to, like, I don't want this video to start up any beef. because at the time I was really angry about the situation, but now I really don't care. So yeah, I'll find a way to title it, guys. But that was the story time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.